This whole notion that NRA is a whole bunch of racists and hate black people, coming race war.
And why do they keep talking about it? Why is Ted Nugent out there saying, "Oh yeah, blacks are killing blacks," and why is Wayne LaPierre talking about black people rioting? And why is this always their go-to language about inner cities? We all know what that means.
No, in fact, I think it's the gun control groups that are increasingly racist.
How?
There's a couple of so-called studies from the Violence Policy Center, for one, how the firearms industry and NRA market guns to communities of color. And then another one, how the firearms industry markets guns to Asian Americans. They sure seem upset that minorities are the fastest growing gun-owning demographic. They sure seem upset that minorities are owning guns.
What is racist about pointing out that the gun manufacturers are doing targeted marketing? Well, how is that racist, Stephen? Or are you just upset about the fact that people might be armed to fight back?
Because we know what they're talking about, Tom, just like you said. Right, Tom?
What are they talking about?
They are very upset. I mean, they supported.
First of all, who's the they that you're talking about?
Decision. Okay, they supported the Bruin decision. We know that we have groups, actual civil rights groups like the Bronx Defenders and Brooklyn Defender Services, Black Attorneys of Legal Aid. They all filed amicus briefs in the Bruin decision against the Sullivan Act, a racist gun control law where, one of the things that was determined, 96% of people arrested for illegal gun possession.
Wait a minute. You started out by saying that people who want to regulate guns in the United States are racists, and your proof of it was that one of these groups pointed out that gun manufacturers are starting to do targeted marketing, not just to white people, but now to black people and to Asian people. I don't see how that's racist. That's targeted marketing. Number one. And number two, you have provided absolutely no evidence of racism on the gun control side. I've given you lots of evidence of racism on the side of the people who are trying to proliferate more guns in the United States, and you have no response for it.
The entire collective rights argument that the Second Amendment is a states' rights or well-rigged militia, it only started after the end of the Civil War when millions of freed slaves were starting to exercise their rights to speech, to vote, and to own guns. We can't have that. So, gun control is inherently racist. We know this.
Well, perhaps in the South, when black people couldn't own guns and couldn't vote, yes, but no, Stephen, I'm sorry. There is, I don't think any rational person can listen to Wayne LaPierre talking about, the ghettos and all this, his rather lengthy rants. This is what Wayne LaPierre wrote for Tucker Carlson's Daily Caller in 2013. He said, after Hurricane Sandy, we saw the hellish world that the gun prohibitionists see as their utopia. Looters ran wild in South Brooklyn. There was no food, water, or electricity. If you wanted to walk several miles to get supplies, you better get back before dark. You might not get back at all. Hurricanes, tornadoes, riots, terrorists, gangs, criminals. These are the perils you're sure to face. It's not paranoia to buy a gun, it's survival. The hard truth is that due to Bloomberg, Soros, and the rest of their ilk, the dangers require that we increase our presence all across the country. This, it's the black people that you have to fear, and it's the Jews who are putting them up to it. He just comes out and says it.
If you can't refute the argument, call people a phobist, and then you can strut away.
What is the argument that I can't refute?
Morally superior.
I'm telling you, this is Wayne LaPierre promoting racism. Racism is the main sales pitch for these guns.